subscribe, please click the like button, share and subscribe. It's free.
Athandana naye-ke yena-ke ekwenye indawo base ehamba-ke eya la asebenzela khona-ke usisi lona-ke la amdubula khona-ke amahlandla amaningi-ke waseqhubeka naye eyidubula lithi
He did not die, my lord, and he was charged with the murder of his girlfriend.
Ngeshwa-ke azange ashoneke noma ngenkathake noma ngeshwa azange ashoneke wase yena-ke esetheswa icala-ke manje lokuthi-ke wabulala-ke usisi abethandana naye.
Some of the exhibits were brought to South Africa for example, the firearm and cartridge cases for examination.
Futhi-ke amazibithi-ke alethwa la eNingizimu Afrika-ke ukuthi-ke ahlolwe-ke isibhamu kanye futhi-ke nawo amagobolondo.
After which I was requested to do a crime scene reconstruction in the DRC.
Ila engacela khona-ke ukuthi ngiyosebenza-ke kuyona-ke indawo leyo yesigameko khona e-DRC.
Thank you. On paragraph 2.1.2, it also indicated that you obtained an advanced certificate in forensic criminalistics, specializing in forensic ballistic. Do you remember the duration of the course?
It was a 2-year certificate, my lord.
Okay. Lana nguzwa khona-ke ukuthi-ke eMnisi-ke kwaba isikhathi esingakanani ngo-2001 kwakuyi-certificate engasenza iminyaka emibili.
You also mentioned that your office is equipped with a microscope. Do you know if other offices of other analysts or examiners are also equipped with microscopes?
Some of the offices, my lord, do not have microscopes in their offices. There is a central point where a microscope will then be shared.
Ushilo-ke ukuthi-ke kwelapho ihhovisi nayo-ke i-microscope ingabe uyazini ukuthi-ke abanye ozakwenu banawo yini kumahhovisi abo abanye-ke abanayo-ke kukhona-ke indawo la kuhlangana khona-ke noma-ke ekusetshenziswa eyodwa.
In paragraph 3, you mentioned the period in which you were asked for an opinion. So my question is, did you know at the time when you gave this opinion that that opinion relates or pertains to this specific case?
After I gave the opinion to Colonel Mngena, I asked him regarding which case this was, and he informed me that it is the Senzo Maiwa case.
Lana-ke ku-paragraph 3-ke uyasisho isikhathi owacelwa ngaso-ke kuyena-ke uKolonel Mngena ecela uvo kuwena. Ingabe ngaleso sikhathi yini wawazi yini ukuthi lolo vo unikeza ngalo mayelana neliphi icala? Kamuva kokuthi-ke sengwenzile-ke umsebenzi-ke ngase ngimbuza-ke uKolonel Mngena ukuthi kumayelana neliphi icala wangitshela-ke ukuthi icala likaSenzo Maiwa.
If the defense counsels on behalf of accused 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 were to ask you if this was a borderline case, what will be your comment?
It is not a borderline case, my lord. There is sufficient agreement of individual characteristics for me to be able to say that this is indeed.
For the state to ask if counsel for accused number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will ask you if this is a borderline, not your comment would be than for the state to ask him if this was a borderline case.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
I'm asking from the understanding of the court whether that is an appropriate question or not.
I think it's appropriate because...
No, it's not appropriate.
Now, why do you ask me?
Because I want the court to redirect the state that he shouldn't really ask that question in that fashion. He should rather say, in your opinion, what is a borderline case or not?
How do you ask a judge an opinion? When the judge responds, then you say, no, I don't want you to say this. You must answer it this way.
I'm saying, my lord, Meromotu, the court must then direct that question should be disallowed.
I'm not disallowing it because I tried to explain to you that is the defense which is proffered by all the accused, that this was a borderline case. Not me saying that.
That is so, my lord, but the state in the conduct of its case should then be asking this witness because the minute he assumes that it is us that are going to say it's a borderline case. Naturally, this witness is going to say, no, it's not a borderline case because he's not here for the defense. He's here on account of the state. Why can't the state then put a neutral assertion to her and say, in your view, after having determined this, after having done this analysis, do you find that this was a borderline case or not? Why does he have to mention us in his own case?
Well, they're within the law, and I'll tell you, I'll quote you just one big case, the South African Rugby Union case.
Oh, yes, madam.
The old president gave a view when he was against Louis Late.
Yes.
The law says you must state the defense case to the witnesses of the state. That's what the law says.
But my lord,
You must put the defense case to the witnesses so that they can respond. So I don't see anything wrong with this question of saying they are saying it's a borderline case. The defense is saying that. What is your view? And this witness is supposed to be here as an expert. Now I'm told that is a witness of the state. I thought you were here as an expert.
It is an expert.
she is here, my lord, on account of the state.
As an expert.
Yes,
That's it.
that is the expectation. But whether or not she's here as an expert is supposed to be, it's another thing. But for the state to say, the defense says that this is a borderline case, what is your view? Obviously, the mind of this witness then gets stated. Why can't she be simply asking, was this in your view a borderline case or not?
I've allowed that question, sir.
Thank you, my lord.
Okay, so
Can you proceed to answer the question?
In my opinion, it is not a borderline case as there is sufficient agreement of individual characteristics.
Ingabe ngokwakho-ke noma ngokwakho uvoke iqala lelo ngathi-ke iqala-ke elisasedinini noma esiqophelweni-ke eliphezulu-ke cha ngokwami-ke kwangasilona-ke ngoba-ke lana kwakukhona-ke okwanele futhi-ke okwanginelisayo-ke nami-ke ukuthi kutholakala ngakho uhlangothi futhi nangalapho yatholakala futhi.
I have no further questions, my lord, for this witness.
thank you, my lord. I've got a few questions for you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, you talked about verification and giving of opinion by other analysts. Have you verified the work of Lieutenant Colonel Mngena before? Before the 22nd of July 2020,
Relating to any case or a specific case?
on other cases?
I have, my lord.
Ingabe ngaphambilini-ke kwalelanga leli lange-22 July 2020 owacelwa ngalo Colonel Mngena-ke ukuthi-ke ubheke lona-ke umsebenzi awenza khona-ke la ake acela khona yebo akhona amanye amacala akhe-ke ake angicela khona.
Have you ever gave opinion on the findings of Lieutenant Colonel Mngena before 22 July 2020?
I have, my lord.
Yebo ngaphambi kwazo i-22 July 2020 senganikeza ngalo uvo kumanye amacala akhe uColonel Mngena.
And same thing has happened after the 22nd of July 2020. Has that ever happened after the 22nd of July 2020?
It has, my lord.
Futhi yebo nasemuva kwazo noma ngale kwazo i-22 July 2020.
And you gave evidence that you did not record your opinion on the day after you underwent the microscopic analysis.
That's correct, my lord.
Futhi-ke wethuke nobufakazi-ke ukuthi-ke lokho-ke owakuthola-ke awubhalanga phansi yebo kuyiqiniso.
All right. Have you ever, it could be verification of his work or giving of your opinion, have you ever differed with Lieutenant Colonel Mngena? Especially when you are giving opinion, have you ever, before the 22nd of July 2020 or after the 22nd of July 2020?
I can't recall whether I've agreed with him or disagreed with him specifically, but the possibility does exist.
sekuke kwenzeka yini-ke ukuthi ngaphambi kwazo i-22 July 2020 noma emuva kwazo i-22 zikaJulayi 2020 uma ucela-ke kuyena uKenel Mngena uthi-ke unikeze ngovo ukuthi-ke usho uvo oluhlukile-ke kuyena angeke ngisho-ke noma ngisakhumbuli-ke ukuthi kusuka kwenzeka-ke lokuthi ngiphikisane naye-ke kodwa lokho kungenzeka-ke.
But I know you can't recall, but you can recall something that happened 22 July 2020. This is just a fair question. Have you ever gave a different opinion on the works or on the findings of Lieutenant Colonel Mngena? Yes or no?
I can't recall, my lord.
Angikhumbuli ukuthi sisuke kwenzeka ukuthi yini nginikeze ngovo oluhlukile kuLieutenant Colonel Mngena.
Thank you. No further questions.
As the court pleases, my lord. Morning, ma'am.
Morning, sir.
Family, the disaster is too much in this court. The expert that has been called to this court to testify about her opinion on what Mngena gave her, she seems to be struggling. And when you listen to her, Mngomezulu asks simple question: have you ever verified any work for Mngena? She said yes. And he continued to ask if ever she has come to a different conclusion from Mngena's work. That was a struggle. This is what we are experiencing in this court. Again, the judge opened a tavern in court, arguing with Mnisi. Mnisi stood up and objected to a question that was posed to the witness and asked a clarification from the court, but it tended to be a tavern because of what Mnisi. Instead of the court realizing, because he normally does the same thing to the defense and ask them, do they still want to go on with the question they are asking because he feel like that question is not the right question to ask. But when it comes to the prosecutor side, which is state, he differs. He doesn't want to do that. Until Mnisi had to stand up. Even though Mnisi stood up, he still granted that question to go on. What is really happening in this court is rather serious in this court. I think the biasness of Rata, he can't even hide it now. You know, I remember of a day when they called Stein, and Mnisi told them that what you are doing, you want to open a can of worms because now you are at 6 feet down. But bringing Stein back to court, you are going to go deep 24 feet down. And it really happened the same way. The same witnesses that they have brought today, it is really crazy. Witness that cannot take notes. Witnesses have got no chart to show how they came to their finding that they agreed with Mngena that the results were conclusive. When the defense lawyer, the defense ballistic is saying the results were not conclusive. But still they want to sell us that the results were conclusive. What is happening in this court? It's a circus at its best. And there's one thing I realized today with Sibanda. Baloyi doesn't want to be in this mess. He knows that it's a mess. That's why he pushed Sibanda to take over today. And you could see Sibanda that he's just weak. He doesn't know what to do. Because Sibanda is quite clear that this case is cooked. He fears for his life. You could even see he's even losing weight these days.
There's no second chance in horse racing. It all comes down to those 2 minutes.
So I don't know what is really, really happening. I don't know whether it's me who see that way. And even the time when Sibanda was cross-examining the ballistic expert, you could see Sibanda that he is not all out like he did when he was cross-examining Pinky from Vodacom. There's a lot of things that are going on there. This love that they had, of cooking, it's got a lot of cracks, and we're about to see this lot of cracks. And the defense is continuing to destroy the same witnesses that are brought by the state. Family, what do you think about all what is going on? And Mngomezulu was very short and swift because he doesn't believe in what is going on there. He asked very few questions, and they were straight to the point. And some of the questions the witness failed to answer, meaning the expert. Family, drop your comment respectfully, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yazi ukuthini ngiyanithanda nonke ngothando luka-love ngithi noma ngabe izindlu zodaka kusekhaya lapha. Let's keep fighting and fight for our justice. We will win it, and we are going to celebrate once we win this one. We'll win it in the public court before the really court give judgment. Ngiyanithanda nonke ngothando luka-love ngithi ngini bantu bakithi bravo, bravo, bravo.